Hi FlossTube, welcome back. My name is Erin and this is my channel, The Crabby Stitcher, here on FlossTube, and this is FlossTube number 3. Woo! So this past week, like I said in my last video, was a pretty light stitching week for me. We finished building all of the furniture for our house, which I'm really excited about, and we got most of my craft room put together. Unfortunately, when our furniture delivery got ordered, they forgot the table legs to one of the shelves in my craft room. So those are supposed to be coming this Wednesday. So hopefully everything will be finished this coming week. I'm going to apologize right now if you hear me clearing my throat. I'm battling some kind of phlegm issue. They don't really know what it is. It's not COVID. Yay! Because they did test for that, so that should tell you how my week has been going. Other than that, there's not been a whole lot going on over here at our house. A lot of furniture building, like I said, a lot of hanging things, laying rugs, all that kind of stuff. We got a new stove on Friday, which was really exciting. So I don't have to worry about our stove exploding every time I want to use it, because honestly it did not sound good. So that's all well and good and settled, so hopefully this week will be a more heavy stitching week. But without any further ado, let's jump on into stitching. So last week I did say that it was going to be a light stitching week, and I know I've already addressed that, but it was a lot lighter than I thought I was, or thought I would be, I should say. So I'm actually filming this on Sunday, and I will be posting it later today, just because I wanted to have something to show you, because I did so little stitching this week. It's laughable. But again, between COVID testing and furniture and householding, and you just know how that goes. Some weeks are better than others, and this was just a really bad stitching week for me. So without any further delay and segues and all that kind of stuff, here is my progress this week on Giant Harry Potter. As you can see, I got this little motif done, and then this is the start of the Gryffindor banner. So hopefully Gryffindor banner will be done this week. That's my only goal, because I've been setting way too many ambitious goals for myself, but you'll hear about that later in the plan section. So that was my progress on Gryffindor banner, and then the only other project that I worked on this week, because I had a lot of waiting around, as you can imagine, was this project, and I'm trying to get it so you can see, I think you can see them, are the antlers and the birds on Christmas reindeer. I had to do a little bit of frogging in here. I miscounted the ears, so I'm a little bit of backsliding on the brown, but I did get all the birds and the antlers done this week, which was really exciting. I was really, really pleased to do that. So hopefully you'll see this next week as a finish. And this was done on 32 count French polka dot natural linen. I bought it at 123 Stitch. And it's by Pachenka, and Giant Harry Potter is obviously by Clouds Factory, and that's on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. So, like I said, hopefully you'll see a finish, and hopefully there will be way more progress and way more projects. But that was my whips for the week, which was sad and depressing. But at least there was a lot of haul. Yay! So I guess I'm just going to start out by prefacing this, is that in the last 2 weeks I have joined so many Sals, it's not even funny. So, The Dark Queen of the Seas by Leslie & Co. Joined that. And then Tempting Tangles said they had one, so I ordered all of the fabric and Dinky Dyes for that. And that starts in August. And like I said before, I have the I'll Be Home Sal, which I haven't even started on. Sorry, Pam. I'll join you guys. I know it's a stitch at your own go. Stitch at your own go. Stitch as you go at your own pace. But I really wanted to do like a cottage a month, so I'm going to have to get a little bit better at doing that. So for Pam's Sal this week, I got another piece of Dirty Linen Belfast. It's 32 count. I believe it's a fat 8th. might be a fat quarter. I'm pretty sure it's a fat eighth. It's not labeled by size. I just know the package, what it looks like at our LNS. And I went to our LNS on Friday. And so I got this. And then from 123 Stitch, I got 6, I believe 6. Is that 6? That's 6. I got 6 of the Dinky Dies for the Tempting Tangle sale. The rest are coming from Etsy because 123 Stitch didn't have them. And there is this lovely like purple color. It's a more dark purple than it's showing up here, but this is called Sugar Plum. And then I got just the generic white, which is called Natural at Dinky Dies. And then they're black. I think this is like they're black, but it's more of a brown, but it is showing black up here. And I honestly think it looks like it's black too, but this is called Mud Flats. And I'm going to butcher this word. I'm sorry. And I think Dinky Dies is like Australian by nature. Like, I don't know the history of Dinky Dies, but there are a lot of weird names that make me think that they're Australian. So this is a green color. It's a lot darker in person, which is really kind of awesome that it's showing up like this tealy green color. But this is called Coranda, I think it is, or Coranda. I'm butchering that, so if you know how that's pronounced, feel free to tell me. And then this is Pumpkin Spice, which is a really nice orange, chestnutty, pumpkin-y color. Fitting because it's pumpkin spice, but I really, really like this color. And then the last one is Sapphire, which is a very pretty blue, and that's showing up pretty accurate. It might be a little less vibrant in person, but I really do like it. So that was for Tempting Tangles and the All Get Home sale. And then my sister and her husband are celebrating 10 years of marriage this year. Their anniversary was May 29th, and they have this thing about bees. It was a big thing when they went on their honeymoon in Italy. There were bees everywhere, and so it's just kind of been their thing. So I have a monogram blackwork thing from Peppermint Purple, and I decided that I was going to start on that and maybe finish it for Christmas. I obviously haven't started it yet, but I bought 3 skeins of Sunflower from General Art Sampler Threads for that. So that should be oodles because it's, I think you work it over 1 thread. So I need to do more research, but even if it's, 2 over 2, it should be easy, and I don't actually know how you do blackwork, so that's going to be an adventure in blackwork for me. And then this week, I guess it was last week really, but I got a massive, massive haul of Country Cottage Needlework stuff. So I got really, really lucky last week on eBay. And there was somebody that was either destashing or got a really good deal on these or somehow, or was just, I don't really know. But all of these charts were about $4 or $5. The little ones I believe were $4, and the bigger ones were like $5.50 maybe. But anyways, off retail, so still a really good deal. So I bought a bunch of stuff from this woman. If you remembered, either last week or the week before, I showed the Santa's Village Country Cottage Needlework set that I had bought at our LNS. Well, they didn't have the buttons, but this woman had all of the buttons. So I got all 12 button packs for those charts from her. And I'm really, really excited because I was looking at the patterns, because I didn't have the buttons, and I was like, oh great, I have to stitch these. Well, some of them you just don't stitch the ornament, where the button is, it's not like a stitched version of the ornament or the button. It's just flat, and it was not as cute as it was without it, with the button. So I got the buttons. So I'm super excited about that. And now we're into charts. So if you follow me on Stitch Mania, or if you're in Stitch Mania and you see my posts, you'll notice that I bought this chart, and it was the first chart that I've ever bought a duplicate of. And I bought them in the same week. I got one on eBay, and then I bought one from 123 Stitch. I am smart. So luckily somebody in Stitch Mania said, hey, I want that chart. Will you sell it to me? And I was like, yes, I'll send it to you when it comes in. So we've done that. And then somebody else pammed me, and they're like, do you have that chart still? And I was like, no, but I can put you down when I finish stitching it, and send you my copy that the copy that I kept for myself. And she was like, could you really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't mind passing the stash. So you might see that get started here soon. I told her I didn't know when I was going to start it, and she's like, it's no rush, I've got tons of stuff, but she was just really excited to get that. So the other things that I got from this woman on eBay are all 12 of the cottages. So this is obviously January. And then I have February. And then there is March. And these all came in the plastic, and they're legit. They're not somebody that like just photocopied their stuff and put it up. I just took them out of the plastic to make it easier on everybody. And then April. May. So if you haven't seen all of these before, here they are. Oop, almost skipped June. June. July, which I love. I love that little flag. It killed me. August. Whoop. August. September, which I love because it's a little schoolhouse. Like, look at that little bell in the clock tower. So cute. October, which I love because pumpkins, and fall. I'm a big fall girl. November. Look at that little turkey. So cute. And then we have the last one, which is December, which I love because, again, like I said before, cardinals, and I like colder weather. I don't like to be freezing, but I do like cold weather. And then I got three bigger charts from her. Hey! So the first one is this one. And this is Countdown to Christmas. So there is a little bit of a story behind this one. So my mother-in-law, she cross stitches, she has an old Busilla kit that they count down to Christmas with. It's like a little Advent thing. It's by Busilla, I'm pretty sure. And this thing is like 1991-ish. So they've had it forever. And it's got these little like cross-stitch charm things that are done on like perforated paper or plastic canvas that you stick a pin into this bigger cross-stitch that has like all of the days. And so they've had that for forever, like I said. My husband really loves it. I've tried to find the kit on eBay, and I found it, but it was like $50, and I was like, and it's not really my aesthetic, and just not what I wanted. And then I found one that is by Blue Ribbon Designs that I absolutely love. But again, just when I priced out everything that I needed to buy for it, between the thread, the fabric, and the pattern, it was just expensive. And so, And so this one, it's a pretty simple pattern, and I have almost everything for it. So I decided to go with that version. My husband likes it, so it's good. And then maybe later I'll do the Blue Ribbon Design ones, because I'm pretty sure at some point we will probably inherit the Christmas countdown that his mom stitched. Or his sister will, or whatever, but it'll still stay in the family, so I'm not really worried about it, but I don't really want to replicate it exactly for that reason. And then the next one that I got is this one. It's really, really cute. It says ho, 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 and away we go. And this one, I don't think has a name, because it just says Country Cottage Chart number 142. But it's ho, 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 and away we go. And I really, 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 really like it. Because she had that one. And then this one is called Reindeer Games. Oop. I don't know why I can't get these straight. Um, but again, Jolly July. I'm doing Jolly July via purchasing patterns. And then I went a little bit purchase happy at our LNS because Liz Matthews, who is the designer at Hello by Liz Matthews, posted on her Instagram that she went to her local LNS and dropped off her new charts. And my ears pricked up when she said the Stitching Post, which is our local LNS here in Catonsville. And I was like, oh, that's my LNS. And I was like, gotta go. And I know local LNS is like redundant. I can't break the habit. So local LNS is what you're gonna hear from me. I'm sorry. So she also talked about that she was gonna design day 2 soon. And so I was like, well, if she's gonna do day 2, I have to do day 1. So I was like, yay! So this is the first day of Christmas sampler by Liz Matthews, and I am not going to be doing the tree, but I'm going to be doing the chart, the flat chart, because I have no desire to try and sew, which is hilarious because my best friend and I were going to start trying to do a quilt. Why we decided that we were going to try quilting, beyond me, but that's what we decided. So I've never used silks before, so I bought all of the silks. So that chart is done all in MPI silk. And so I bought the MPI silks to do that. I'm a little intimidated by that. Just saying. They scare me. So do the Tempting Tangles Inky Dyes, but I was like, eh. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm going to start Partridge in a Pear Tree, or aka the first day of Christmas, before Tempting Tangles, but it depends on whichever piece of fabric gets here first. So because Liz said she was designing day 2 of the 12 days of Christmas, I was like, okay, she's probably going to do all 12 over the next couple of years. Or maybe even the next year. I don't know what her release schedule is like on those. So I went ahead and bought 6 fat quarters of Fog from Picture This Plus through Rogue Stitchery because they were having a 15% off. Like, this is our new website, buy from us. And so I was like, okay, I'll buy from you. And so I did that. And so I ordered, like I said, 6 fat quarters because you can cut the fat quarters down to fat eighths and then just stitch on those. So that's what I'm going to do. So I should have enough for that. And then, like I said, Liz had put on her Instagram that she had dropped these off. And I was there and I didn't see them out. And this was on Friday. And so I was like, hey, do you happen to have the new stuff from Liz? I saw that she was here on Instagram on Thursday, and I don't know if you have them out. If you don't, totally cool. I'll be back because I have stuff on order with them. So I'm hoping these will come in next week. And they were like, don't think she dropped anything off, but I'll go check. And so they went in the back and they checked, and sure enough, they were in a package she dropped off. So they asked me to hang out for a little while, and they were able to get me her newest chart, which is what I wanted, which is called Quaker Pumpkins. And I love this chart. I have a thing about Quaker patterns. I don't know where that came from, but I love it. And they're so well done. And I posted it on Instagram that I got them, and Liz was so cute and so nice, and I was like, oh my god. So yeah, I was really excited about that. So there was that. So that wasn't all the rest of my haul from my LNS, was just those 2 patterns, the floss I showed earlier, and that piece of fabric. And this is the rest of the stuff that I got from, oh, I lied. That is not the only thing that came from my LNS. I forgot about these. I don't know how I forgot about these. So while they asked me to wait for them to put those patterns in their system so they could sell them to me, I saw these and I had to have them. So this is the Spirit of Christmas Set 1 by Leila's Studio. They came out last year. And I bought both sets, so you're going to see the second one in a second. But I bought this one for that reindeer, which is why I'm not really focused on the rest of them, but the reindeer is why I bought it, the Rejoice. And then I got set 2 while I waited, and then that was for the Cardinal. So I might end up stitching that snowman too, because like the more I look at it, it's really cute. I don't think I'm going to stitch the words, like Noel. I don't know if I'm going to stitch that. I don't know if I'm going to stitch Rejoice. I just don't know. And if I do, I might have to stitch all of them. So, but like I said, I got these as an impulse buy while I was waiting, because I just happened to be like wandering the store and saw them. I was like, you're coming home with me. And then, so that is the end of my LNS purchasing. And then these I got from my order with 123 Stitch that I placed to get the dinky dies. Because again, if you're going to order stuff, you might as well, you know, make full use of the $3 and something that you're spending in shipping. So I got this from Ink Circles. It is called Arranging the Tools, or Arranging Tools. I would call it Arranging the Toolbox when I talk about it to myself, but whatever. So this is for my father. He does a lot of wood turning and stuff, so that's for him. And then I got this one for my sister, because like I said, I was enjoying stitching these, so this is Arranging the KitchenAids. I'm probably gonna end up stitching this twice, one for her, one for me. Really, really enjoyed stitching, arranging the sewing kit, and I need to finish that. So I figured I would try and do that, so I would give each one of them one of those. And originally my goal was going to try and finish those by August to meet the custom framing thing for my LNS, and I must have gotten the dates mixed up, because when I went to the LNS on Friday, they had the sign that says we no longer offer custom framing up anymore, and I got really sad because I was like, I was trying to finish all of these and just didn't make it. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They won't get framed professionally probably, but I can do a semi-okay job of framing my own stuff, and handmade, hand-loved, hand-framed, you know? And then for both of those two patterns, the Arranging the Tools and Arranging the KitchenAids, I got 2 more pieces of 32 count vintage country bokeh in Belfast. So like I said, really, really like that. And then something that came in the mail that surprised me, because I forgot all about that, was my fabric of the month from Bee Stitch Me Fabrics. And this is a 36 count linen. And this was her fabric of the month. It's unnamed. She doesn't name her fabrics of the month. But this is July's. How amazing is that? And like, all this is telling me is that I need to start stitching Mirabilias, because I have a lot of mermaid fabric. So I need to jump on that bandwagon at some point. But I have so much stuff to do and I keep buying more patterns. Like, is this what a cross stitch addiction is? For those of you that have been stitching longer than me, like, I just don't understand. So that was it for haul, which was a lot of haul, but like I said, there was a really good sale on eBay, so I spent way too much money on that. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to have a lot of haul in the next couple of videos, because I'm winding down on that, and those were the last of my eBay orders, and outstanding like shipping things that were in the mail, aside from the rest of the dinky dies floss. So that brings us into plans. Yay, plans. So this week we don't have a lot going on, which is really, really nice. Once that shelf gets in here, I can go full hog on finishing my craft room, which is really going to be exciting. And hopefully the lighting situation will be better. I'm still flying mostly blind. I took my glasses off my head. They're just sitting next to me, so I can't really see great like details of words and stuff. Like I have to like squint to see that there's like 24 minutes left, or 24 minutes that I filmed this video so far. So I'm just kind of like going off of most of that stuff. There's not a whole lot that's going to be like left, so hopefully once that those shelf legs get in here, I can put the lamps up, I can do all that kind of stuff, and I can just finish, and I'll be like so excited when that's done, because I'm really, really tired of having to have everything like jankily stacked and like me worried about knocking something over, because that's how I go when I like start talking with my hands, which is what I've been trying really hard not to do. I just start hitting things and things just fall to the floor. So in terms of like house plans and life plans, hopefully the only thing that I have to do this week is put together a shelf and then finish organizing. We did find a really good deal on staples.com for some scrapbook boxes that are like normally $9 a piece at like Michael's, unless you'd get the $4.99 sale. Which I've bought some of those before at Michael's, and they suck. Like they don't snap, they don't close very well, and they're a pain. So I'm replacing all of those that I have. So hopefully FlossTube number 4 or 5 will be a tour of my craft room. You guys can kind of see where I stitch, and I'm just really excited. Like, I want you all to feel my joy and like my excitement of finally having my own space of where all of my stuff is kind of corralled, and you'll just get to see me nerd out about all of my crafty hobbies, which I'm super excited about. So stitching plans for this week. I don't think I'm going to meet my goal of getting through Boba Fett by the end of February. Why do I keep saying February when I say Boba Fett? I think his F in Boba Fett in February, or Boba Fett, however you say his name. I'm sorry, I'm not a Star Wars person. But by the end of July. So here's the pattern for those of you that don't remember it. Again, Clouds Factory. So I think I'm just going to try and get through Chewbacca and C-3PO, because these guys are like deceptively small, but they take a lot of time. And then I might try and get through the Ewoks. Like if I can get through here and just do a row, maybe I'll be happy. Because August, September, October, November, if I do one row a week, I'll finish this in November, which will be plenty of time for Christmas. We'll see. I don't know. I don't want to, marry myself to that. But I think I'm going to try and get Chewie and C-3PO done this week. Because I'm going to be home a lot more this week. Home and not like having every waking moment of my life be dominated by building furniture and trying to decide where things go. And then again, Giant Harry Potter. Here's the full pattern. And I think the only thing I'm going to try and do is Gryffindor. So that's all I'm trying to accomplish this week. I'm hoping to accomplish that because I feel like that's doable. Because I've been like saying, I'm going to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And then I'm like never meeting those goals. And it's just depressing me because I'm like, oh, I told all these people on FlossTube that I was going to do that. And then I didn't do it. So for me, that's kind of what I'm hoping to accomplish this week. Finishing my craft room, hopefully, knock on wood, that those table legs show up. And then stitching the Gryffindor banner and just those 2 little people in Clouds Factory, and then anything else is a bonus. So it's almost 29 minutes in, so I'm going to cut it off here. So thanks again for watching. This is FlossTube number 3, and I am Erin, and this is my channel, The Crabby Stitcher. See you next week. Bye.